Project Entel is a member of the Project holding group. This enterprise has developed to become one of the most reputable international engineering companies through more than 70 years of international experience, with successful business practices conducted in more than 60 countries around the world. The integrity and strong performance of Project is perhaps best depicted by its constant presence on the top 200 list of international consultants as issued by the renowned Engineering News Records magazine. Entel services integrate commodities deemed essential in the modern day, energy and water, using modern communication technologies and implementing the environmental protection measures needed for the sustainable development of the communities we serve. Thermal power generation facilities have been Entel's core business since the early days. We're proud to say that our engineers have been involved in the design or construction of each and every Serbian thermal power plant, as well as many in neighbouring countries. In parallel, all necessary refurbishment measures have been identified for older plants in order to enable their operation in line with modern environmental and pollution prevention standards. The first flue gas desulfurization system in Serbia, installed in TPP Kostolac B, was constructed and commissioned under the technical supervision of our engineers. The same expertise is being deployed for the FGD plant currently being constructed in TPP Nikola Tesla A, the largest coal-fired plant in Serbia. One of the most recent capital coal generation projects has been the construction of a new unit at TPP Kostolac B in Serbia, where Entel was selected to provide FIDIC engineer and construction supervision services. Entel has proudly provided consultancy services for numerous gas-fired facilities, including a CCPP plant constructed by the petroleum industry of Serbia, for which we developed all necessary design documentation and also provided permit engineering services to the selected EPC contractor. Many other gas-fired projects are being developed both in Serbia and in the Middle East. Of particular importance in our thermal power generation portfolio is our involvement in the first waste-to-energy project in Serbia. The Vinča waste-to-energy plant is located at the Vinča landfill near the Serbian capital of Belgrade. The project is one of the first capital private-public partnership projects in Serbia and one of the largest waste-to-energy facilities in Europe. Entel has been building expertise in this area for the past 2 decades, and today we're fully prepared to undertake even the most challenging projects in solar and wind power generation. It's worth mentioning Entel's engagement in the implementation of the Chibuk wind power plant project in Serbia, which to date is the largest wind power plant built in the Western Balkans. Many other wind power projects are being developed for both public and private investors with great success. In the field of solar power generation, consultancy services have been provided for Al Karsakh, the first solar power plant in Qatar, and the Al Dhafra area solar plant in the United Arab Emirates. These are only 2 of Entel's many references in the Middle East. While having several smaller solar projects implemented in Serbia, we're ready to undertake implementation of similar large-scale solar projects in the Balkans as well. As a company that leads by example, Entel installed a solar power plant on top of our own corporate headquarters complex in Belgrade to become one of the first private entities in Serbia granted the status of privileged electricity producer in 2013. In parallel with generation, Entel has been involved in the development of power transmission systems in Serbia, Qatar, Oman and the United Arab Emirates and several other Middle East countries. We're proud to say that in the past 3 decades, Entel has worked on almost all stages of the transmission system expansion in Qatar, starting from Phase 4, awarded to Entel in 1991, to the latest Phase 13. This represents one of the largest projects of its kind in the world. We've connected the transmission grids of North and South Oman and successfully completed many projects in the United Arab Emirates from start to finish in unbeatable record time. Water represents another infrastructure sector in the focus of Entel's activities, mastered during 30 years of successful business operations in the Middle East. Recent projects include the natural gas-fired IPP projects of Facility D and Facility E desalination plants in Qatar. These capital projects are enabling Qatar to secure strategically important production of potable water, particularly important in a region with few freshwater resources. Entel has also won the highly demanding role of project management consultant for another strategically important desalinated water storage project in Qatar known as the Mega Reservoirs project. This project has even entered the Guinness Book of Records as the largest drinking water storage tank in the world. Entel is also providing consultancy services for the Aquifer Water Storage and Recovery project, enabling water to be stored in natural aquifers intended to be used for emergency supplies. Another important market for us is the state of Oman, where the company has been doing business for more than 25 years. Water generation and distribution, as well as wastewater treatment, have been one of the main fields of interest in this market. Recently, Entel has provided consultancy services for the construction of the Ad Dakhliya water transport and distribution system, declared as one of the most important water projects in the country. The largest water storage tanks in Oman, the second largest in the Gulf region, have been safely erected and brought to light under the steady guidance of Entel's engineers. With 70 years of successful international practice, including 30 years in the Middle East, Entel has demonstrated and repeatedly confirmed its technical and professional expertise, thereby building a well-recognized brand. With its head office in Belgrade and branch offices in a number of Middle Eastern centers, our experts are there to help our clients find the best solution for each of their projects. Entel takes pride in having become recognized as a trustworthy, reliable, and client-oriented partner by the most demanding clients. We truly believe in our motto, always among the best.